What's up, everybody? Saturday morning Rambo. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, check this out. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers. Once we hit the 10,000 mark, I will start doing lives, people, and everybody's welcome to pull up to the YouTube yarda, my YouTube yarda. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people frown when they hear that, you know what I mean? But hey, the YouTube yarda is undefeated. You know what I mean? I've accepted it. You know, I know it's not real, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I got to roll with the flow. I'm not going to go against the grain. Before I move on to anything and ramble on about anything, I need to remind you guys, this is a fitness channel with a twist, people. And I always start off talking about overall health, fitness, and, you know, anything that has to do with bettering your physical appearance, I should say. You know what I mean? It's really important to invest in your overall health, man, because once you're on top of your A game and you're running on all 8 cylinders, it's like driving a brand new car. No matter how old that car is, if you take care of it, rehook it up, hook up everything, fine tune it, you know, that classic will run as good as a brand new showcase car. You know, yes, I do ramble on a lot. It is what it is. Anyways, people, you know, I'm just going to speak a little bit about weight loss, man. Short and sweet today because it's Saturday and I got a lot of things to do. There's so many ways to achieve weight loss. You know, there's different ways people will go about dieting, different types of diet. Any diet that you decide to do, I would highly recommend that you eat nutrient-dense foods. You know what I mean? That way you feel satisfied longer. Because if you're eating these, what do they call them, like empty calories and stuff like that, you're going to find yourself hungry. And you're going to defeat the whole purpose of you trying to lose weight. You know, one very good way is by doing keto with intermittent fasting. Okay, when you fast, your body will recycle unused protein and turn it into new amino acids. This process is one of the key ways that the ketogenic diet works to help you lose weight. Now, if you choose to run a keto diet, like I said, I would recommend eating high quality ingredients. It's recommended using grass-fed, organic meats, vegetables whenever possible, okay? And if you decide to do another diet, run the same pattern in. Use nutrient-dense foods. Very important, people, I'm telling you, because we've all been to these restaurants and we order these fancy plates. They look all fancy and we leave there and our stomach is unsatisfied. That's because the food that we consume wasn't nutrient-dense. Okay? Very simple. I mean, it's not a puzzle. It's not hard to figure out, people. Well, anyways, man, enough of that. Thank you to my channel members. I appreciate you guys very much. You know, we're getting close to that goal mark of 10,000 subscribers. You guys will be my moderators. And thank you for everybody that's been supporting my channel, that's been interacting with it. And real quick, man, I want to ask a question. What's up with my motherfucking trollos? I haven't seen them for a minute. Not that I want them back, you know what I mean? But hey, it's like something ain't right. You know what I mean? On the yarda, it just, and for those of you that's done time before, you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You notice the shift in the yard when something changes. It just doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? And my YouTube yarda, the trollos, either they're slammed down or fuck, who knows? Maybe they moved out, rolled it up at the end of the night and went to some other place. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, I'm just getting my clown on about that. You know what I mean? I really don't give a fuck whether they come back or not. You know, as long as I have my supporters right here, my followers, my subscribers that have been right here pulling up, supporting me, I appreciate you guys, man. And check this out, man. This is to all of my subscribers out there. If you ever happen to see me posting a short and if I'm in your neighborhood or something, hit me up, man. Shoot me a DM. You know what I mean? I enjoy meeting people that I interact with here on social media. You know what I mean? It's a trip, man. This new day of age is it's pretty much like a blessing, you know what I mean? But it can be harmful in some ways too as well, you know what I mean? So you just got to be careful out there because there is a lot of fucking weird motherfuckers out there, sick motherfuckers, sick-minded. But anyways, people, yeah, so, you know, hey, I don't know if you guys heard, you know, well, I'm sure everybody's heard, P. Diddy. That fool got 4 years and some change. Motherfucking wino time, right? Man, that stupid motherfucker should take that and run with it. But then you got to put yourself in his shoes. You know, I'm not defending this dumb motherfucker because what he did was wrong and what is wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? But this individual, he's going to appeal his case, obviously. He's got the feria. He's got that money, you know what I mean? And like I said in my last video, money talks and bullshit walks, you know. I really believe this dude's going to end up walking. He's going to be out within the year. You know what I'm saying? He's got his own dream team. You know, it's crazy, man. You know, I firmly believe that the system is failing society. You know, and it really only benefits the people that have a voice out there and that have long money. You know what I mean? A lot of money. You know, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? It's just me speculating, but it is what it is. I call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? I could jaywalk and these motherfuckers want to break me off. You know what I mean? They want to give me a county lid just for jaywalking. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that. It's the system is whacked. You know? Yeah, I understand. I have a past history, but you know, hey, what happened? Whatever happened to that? Hey, I've already paid my debt to society. That shit never goes away. I'm telling you, and that's what I need to tell you guys too. You youngsters that are out here viewing this, man, keep in mind, man. You commit a crime, that crime is going to haunt you for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? They will hit you with the prior, I don't give a fuck how old that crime is. They're going to hold that against you. Whether you did the time on it or not, they're still going to hold it against you. And for those of you that think, oh, I could get it expunged, get whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, that's expungement is from fucking for employment and shit like that. When it comes to DOJ, Department of Justice, they can still dig in there. They can look. You know what I mean? Really? You know what, man? Just a word of advice to people, man. The system is fucked up, man. So stop gambling with your life. You know what I mean? The safest thing to do is to do right. Walk a straight line. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be sitting in front of a judge that's going to dictate the way the rest of your life is going to be. You know what I mean? It's a cold world, people. It's time to open up your eyes. You know, life is good out here in the streets. I know times get rough, but you just got to keep on pushing. You know what I mean? Because tough times don't last. Tough people do. You know, I'm a living example. Hey, I came from a complete home. My parents were never there, so I ran the streets. My homeboys, that was my family. Of course, I had my family too, but we all grew up in the streets. You know what I mean? We didn't really have parental guidance. Well, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So the homies that ran the barrio right there, that was our family. Those are the ones that schooled us. And like I said, I grew up around a lot of older homies, man. When I was a youngster with the old soul. You know what I mean? Because I was brought up the old ways with the older homies. You know what I mean? A lot of the homies are rest in peace already. I see a couple of them every now and then. Some of them, their memory is not as bright as it used to be, but it is what it is. I still got love for all my homeboys, even my younger homeboys. I know there's a lot of my younger homeboys I don't know, but hey, you grew up in the same barrio I did, representing the same thing that I've represented and that I still represent, you know what I mean? Just the thing is, I'm not active no more, you know what I mean? I'm out here, I'm retired, I'm older, got my family. Like I said, I went from fucking growing up in a complete home to getting hooked on drugs, slinging dope, making good feria too, moving things, doing things in the neighborhood, and losing it all, getting torcido, making a family behind them walls, and almost losing my family, you know what I mean? So now what I do today is just, I stay positive in life. I don't try to be around any type of negative energy, and I don't care who it's coming from. If it comes from even a family member, if I feel negative energy, I remove myself from that situation because a lot of people, man, they take life for granted and they don't know how good they have it, you know. And that's just a word of advice to people, man. Take a look around you, man, and be grateful for the blessings that you've already received. You know what I mean? Like I said in my last video, you know, just don't, when you pray to God next time, don't ask for more blessings. Ask Him for wisdom so you could appreciate the blessings that you already have. It's real talk, man. And stop chasing monsters because eventually you will become a monster. You heard my neighbor in the back over there? That fool be bumping early in the morning on his Harley and shit. I don't think he's a club member, but he be bumping all the time. Early in the morning, that cat, he must be on a good one. He'll sit there for hours, revving up his motorcycle, bumping music. He never really goes anywhere. It's like, what's up with that? Shit, I'd be on that motherfucker gone. But anyways, people, that's enough rambling, man. This video is going to be short, to the point, sweet. Ramble's done, over with. Hey, if you guys have anything that you want me to address or any other content creators that you want me to elaborate on, hey, let me know. And I got a little slight heat from an individual. One of my subscribers said I shouldn't be, he used a word, I think he used it incorrectly. I guess he meant criticizing Mr. Mohammed Hamid. I know him as Mr. Fool's Network, okay? That's when I met him. I don't bash anybody for their hustle right here. I don't defend them, but I don't bash them. So get that right, my boy. It's just like Wes Watson. He found a fucking gang of suckers that pay him so he could yell at them. Every person has their own audience. Mr. Ahmed found an audience that supported him. I don't agree with what he did with his GoFundMe. There's a lot of people that create GoFundMes and I don't agree with it. I think it's fucking weird. You know what I mean? That's my belief, but that's here nor there. So that's to answer you right there. I don't give a fuck who it is. And you claiming that I got homies that I watch. My homies, my homeboys haven't been on social media for a cool minute. You know what I mean? My younger homeboy, Credible Javier, he's a full-time mailman now. He comes by my pad every now and then delivering mail. I'm proud of him. I know his Jefito would be proud of him too. Rest in peace, Big Cricket. That was my older homeboy too. But anyways, yeah, I don't. If you got to GoFundMe for a good, valid reason, you know what I mean, and you're not, getting over on people, hey, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? But I mean, even if you get over on motherfuckers, hey, that's your hustle. That's your hustle. I'm not gonna mock you for it. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it. It's just like when I did Time Behind Them Walls. I didn't agree with everything that went on behind them walls, but I wasn't about to go against the grain. You fucking stupid. You see something growing off of my forehead? Got me fucked up. Well, anyways, that's enough rambling, man, because I get to rambling and I ramble. With that being said, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, share this channel, 10,000 subscribers. We will start doing lives, and on my lives, my motherfucking yarda is going to become activo. You guys already know, man. Don't talk about it, be about it. Now, if you want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. And my boy, the one that was reaching out to you and I told you about shooting me your number, yes, I really mean that. What the fuck? I don't come here fucking talking out the side of my neck. When I tell you to shoot me your number, shoot me your number. I'm going to call in and tap in with you. That's what I do. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. Now get up and get yours.